Hi, did anybody hear the latest gaffe? The latest gaffe is that, or latest joke is that Oprah Winfrey thinks that she'd be president and she would be a great president. And I guess President Trump had endorsed her in the past and so on. And I just don't understand what she has been doing over the years. Now, I remember Oprah. She started this talk show, and her great montage was that she was molested by some family member, and she kept that up a little bit, crying and all that, sobbing and so on. And then the sympathy factor stepped in. Everybody just wanted to hear more of her details. And then very slowly she slipped away from that, and she started bringing in some clowns, and they started talking about this and talking about that. And a lot of times when you bring in important people and clowns, and you interviewing them, somehow some of their charisma is rub off on the interviewer. Say these talk show guys at nights, when they bring in the president and they bring in this big body and all that, they could have been the loser of the history. They could have been the best loser in history, and they end up having status and then they hire the interviewee and so on and all these games they're playing. But I think that she is also ricocheting some of President Obama's success. She thinks that she could do it too, and they're two different eras. He came on when the world was almost a collapse, and I came in and I helped him, and nobody heard of it me. But then, of course, folks are hearing that Oprah helped the president, so that now she thinks that she could help herself. Now, the other joke is that Zuckerberg says that he's not ready to run for president yet. Now, people are laughing at Mr. Trump, but I'm going to tell you something. He's the best that we can have for the near future because the type of environment in which the world is in now is just we're just producing folks that have a different experience. First, they separate them from the adults, so you have only young people counseling one another, and they're talking crazy to one another, and they're doing Ouija board, magic, psychics, palm reading, tarot card. They're doing all that voodoo, and still they're satisfied how they have demoralized themselves. They're going into um, cartoons. Some of them for the last 50 years they've been watching Donald Duck. Others, or some of them still will continue to watch that rock. It came out of the quarry. It got himself the next rock, got married, have some kids, have a house, a job, car, life, social life, party, and all that. And then some drawing also, animated, and they're just excited about that. Then they seem to like Star Wars, these way of impossible sort of fictitious stuff. Man, they keep on with stuff that now they're thinking that, oh, I'm so good, I know all this popular crap that I could be the ultimate president. And I'm saying that no, you can't be a president like that. You have to, from small, you've had to live a life of scholarship and being grounded in reality and studying and being a good student and have some good concepts and so forth and be able to be broad-minded enough to have a kind of satellite of intelligent people that you will put a consensus together just as I believe this and I will do this. You know what I mean? So I don't think Oprah is serious because from here on out, the world is so chaotic and so different that I don't think she has the experience for that kind of tumultuous kind of world in which we live. And I'm saying that Mr. Trump is the best because after this, you're going to have some people talking some stuff off the wall. For example, they might say, you know what? Forget the environment here. We're going to go and live on Mars. They're going to colonize Mars. And they're like, I happen to have been in a debate recently. It's impromptu debate. You have 3 minutes to choose a topic and prepare and get with it. Or 2 minutes, I think is that. And I can't score. The young people judging, my judge wore a big ring in her nose. Her shirt was way up under her breast, all her midrib open. She has a kind of a pin in her navel, and her hair wasn't even done, and so on, wearing some slipper or whatever. I can't remember what she was wearing. And so she's judging my presentation, a practical, mature, rational thing. And you know what? The type of people who went to the finals and who won were, first of all, from their own school, and secondly, their issues were kind of the trivial kind of thing they believe in. Some things I've been shown that the way you get to the finals, you have to talk about things like, there was algae that found to have survived in space. And yes, this algae could produce oxygen so that we down the road could live in Mars. Now, I mean, I don't understand how anybody would ever think that we as humans could colonize some planet out there. But nevertheless, what I'm trying to say is that the folks in the world today are so fictitious. They walk with a phone, they never look where they're going. They're hooked on the phone. Now, they're saying that Apple should help folks not to be hooked on the phone. I don't know how you can do that because their job is they want to sell all the phones. And they want to sell phones to earlier generations, even 6 months old babies trying to hold a phone, and they want something to excite them so that by the time they reach, teenage, they're already born out of the brain and they can't function anymore and they're lost. I mean, so that's the kind of world we live in, and these fictitious people think that the presidency is something that you could play with. I don't know if they don't understand that as a superpower, and perhaps as the only superpower, the way to maintain power is to, have people that are going to be, doing the right things and have practical skills and people skills, all them with dogs and the cat, and people are all trying to associate with animals as opposed to humans. You know what I mean? They want to take the dog to the psychiatrist and the psychiatrist say that you need a dog and take the dog to school and on the bus and everywhere. So I think Oprah needs to really rethink. This is not talk show and kind of, have applause and everybody clapping and then everybody going off thinking like this was such a great show. Everybody was clapping and so high, happy and smiling. When that's the contract to be on the show, to smile, to clap, and to look like you're happy and you're excited, and that is an intelligent presentation going down. So I'd ask Oprah to please reconsider. I don't think the presidency is a place where novices could really shine. And I mean, I know